I have been listening and watching these negotiations now for weeks, and I cannot believe we have reached this point, less than 3 hours from a government shutdown, when the differences are so minor, when there are so few things in disagreement. It is time, literally, for the Speaker of the House to come forward and accept the dollar amount that he agreed to last night in the White House Oval Office, to accept that amount, which dramatically cuts spending to help reduce our deficit. I don't know why we have literally wasted this entire day in negotiations back and forth. Part of it was wasted, I'm afraid, on this whole question of funding the access of women and families across America to health care. I understand that's been worked out now. During the course of the day, the Speaker has considered a different approach to it, thank goodness. But now's the time to close the deal. Now's the time to get our job done. Now's the time to not only stand up for the men and women in uniform, and they should be our first obligation, but beyond that, to stand up for so many others who are deserving of our help too. They're not covered by this bill, but right now there are FBI agents in America risking their lives, tracking drug dealers and terrorists who are about to learn at midnight that their jobs are in jeopardy, if not closed down until Congress relents. The same thing is true about those in our intelligence community around the world. They may not wear a uniform, but they are literally risking their lives as well for the security of the United States in countries far and wide across this globe. The list just goes on and on and on. We first think of our military, as we should, but they aren't the only ones who are making great sacrifice for the safety of this country. When I think of their valor and courage, I wonder whether or not our leaders can summon the courage. Particularly at this point, I hope the Speaker can summon the courage to bring his caucus together and to vote to avert this embarrassing shutdown, which will occur in less than 3 hours unless something happens. I still believe it will. I still believe we have that chance. And I hope that Senator Hutchison, who's been a leader on this issue, doesn't have to come to the floor again. I can assure her, before anything happens that would disadvantage our troops, we will stand together in a bipartisan way. It may be on her bill, it may be on another bill, but we will stand together in a bipartisan way to protect these troops. I thank her again for her leadership. It is an evidence between her and Senator Casey that there is strong bipartisan feeling that we need to get this job done before this government shuts down.